With the Beatles is the second studio album by the English rock group The Beatles. It was released on November 22, 1963, on Parlophone, and was recorded 4 months after the band's debut Please Please Me. The album features 8 original compositions and 6 covers. The cover photograph was taken by the fashion photographer Robert Freeman, and it has been mimicked by several music groups over the years. Most of the songs from the album were released in the United States by Capitol Records as the Meet the Beatles LP on January 20, 1964. The rest featured on their next US album, the Beatles' Second Album. The LP had advance orders of 500,000 and sold another 500,000 by September 1965, making it the second album to sell 1 million copies in the United Kingdom, after the soundtrack to the 1958 film South Pacific. With the Beatles remained at the top of the charts for 21 weeks, displacing Please Please Me, so that the Beatles occupied the top spot for 51 consecutive weeks. It even reached number 11 in the singles charts. EMI Australia did not receive the cover art, and used a caricature of the band in a similar style to the black and white photograph on other releases. The Beatles were unaware of this until fans showed them the cover during their only Australian tour, and informed the EMI publicity staff that they were not pleased with the substitution. On February 26, 1987, With the Beatles was officially released on compact disc. Having been available only as an import in the US in the past, the album was also issued domestically in the US on LP and cassette on July 21, 1987. Along with the rest of the Beatles canon, it was re-released on CD and newly remastered stereo and mono versions on September 9, 2009. In 2003, the album was ranked number 420 on Rolling Stone magazine's list of the 500 greatest albums of all time. The album was a number 1 in the UK and Germany. Track listing. All songs written and composed by Lennon / McCartney, except where noted. A recording, unlike Please Please Me, which was recorded in 1 day, With the Beatles was recorded over 7 sessions across 3 months, from July 18 to October 23. In between sessions, as Beatlemania took off across the UK, the group were busy with radio, TV, and live performances. The sessions featured, July 18, You Really Got a Hold on Me, Money, There's a Devil in Her Heart, and Till There Was You. July 30, Please Mr. Postman, It Won't Be Long, Money, Till There Was You, Roll Over Beethoven, and All My Loving. September 11, I Wanna Be Your Man, Little Child, All I've Got to Do, Not a Second Time, and Don't Bother Me. September 12, Hold Me Tight Don't Bother Me, Little Child, and I Wanna Be Your Man. October 3, I Wanna Be Your Man, and Little Child. October 17, I Want to Hold Your Hand, This Boy, and You Really Got a Hold on Me. This was the Beatles' first session to use 4-track recording. I Want to Hold Your Hand, and This Boy were the A-side and B-side of the Beatles' next single, released on November 29, 23 October, I Wanna Be Your Man. Personnel, according to Mark Lewison, The Beatles, George Harrison lead, harmony and backing vocals. Lead and acoustic guitars. Hand claps. Nylon string acoustic guitar Until There Was You, John Lennon lead, harmony and backing vocals. Rhythm and acoustic guitars. Harmonica and hand claps. Nylon string acoustic guitar Until There Was You. Hammond organ on I Wanna Be Your Man, and tambourine on Don't Bother Me, Paul McCartney lead, harmony and backing vocals. Bass guitar and hand claps. Piano on Little Child, and claves on Don't Bother Me, Ringo Starr drums, tambourine, maracas, hand claps. Lead vocals on I Wanna Be Your Man, and Arabian loose skin bongo Until There Was You, and Don't Bother Me. Production, Robert Freeman cover photograph, George Martin arrangement, production and mixing. Piano on You Really Got a Hold on Me, Not a Second Time, and Money, Norman Smythe engineering and mixing, chart performance, release history, references. Other sources. External links, recording data and notes on mono stereo mixes and remixes.